Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game...
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Six-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Vic. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a give right side. Dickerson takes to midfield but no further. Just a yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, Dickerson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
53, Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put him.
On first down, Dickerson. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Now Jackson.
Big stop. Let's go.
Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. On 3rd down, Dickerson breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 85 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made by Keith Bullock.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, have it. Let's go, have it.
On fourth down, Jackson, a desperation heave for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And the ball is knocked out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talk.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 71 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third and long for Vic. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So the Packer offense coming on. They'll be asked to go for 2. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 2nd and 9, Vic nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, picks up his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Michael Vick, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randy Moss. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now here's Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. To throw, Vick. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Vick. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Vick on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to keep it here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing is Jackson, buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson now. Touchdown, Packers. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Bullock. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to...